You might feel like you don't know that, but in the end, you do. Most people around your circle are pretending somewhat some part of their lives. In this modern life with social media, where we see just perfect lives being screened on the Instagram page, where people are living such amazing experience all the time, it became so unrealistic to actually share how the real life feels like. So it became almost like something normal inside of us as this human conscious to pretend the life that we actually have. And the thing is, there are even a large amount of people that they believe so strongly in the lie that they tell themselves that they not even know that they're pretending. And the crazy thing is maybe even you that is listening to this video might have something in your life where you're pretending to. Whenever we pretend, whenever we are not being real and honest towards the life we live, we are also winning something with that. And this winning part can be either keeping yourself in a comfortable scenario or maybe just pretending there is a story that is beautiful and nice about something you're living that is not really how it's looking like. For example, maybe you have a really toxic and a bad relationship where communication is not working, but posting on social media a perfect and beautiful and like how you're so in love for that person and having pictures and all this commotion can feel so comforting because, wow, if I can tell people that it's perfect and is amazing, maybe I can even tell myself that it is perfect and amazing. So the more we go towards the pretending and the more the pretending solidified, the harder it is to see the truth and to understand that the pretending kind of took the place. So that's why most of us kind of have this inside of ourselves. And okay, if you know that there's something about your life that is you're not being really honest, how do you change that? Well, everything that is a lie, that is something that is not really truthful or real, when you put light into it, when you bring it to attention, when you get this hollow thought and just bring all the attention to that part, that thing slowly dissolves. I'm gonna give an example. When I was about to start my relationship, when I was just seeing this person that is my partner nowadays, is my wife, we were just hanging out and getting to know each other. And I basically slowly was telling her that I was interested into building something more truthful, like a strong connection and going towards dating. And when I brought that, she told me, she was really honest and transparent, and she told me, I just want to hang out with you. I don't have any interest into creating any bonding and just like having a stronger relationship. So if you do, just please be honest and tell me right now, because then I prefer to have you as a friend than having you as this person that I'm gonna break the heart. And at the moment, I didn't even give time for myself to think about it or think it truly. I just didn't want to lose that connection. I didn't want to lose that person. And we were such in a magical encounter that I said, oh, no, 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 I just want to have fun as well. Don't worry. I'm with you. Same mindset. Let's just keep hanging out and having fun. And later on, I had a session with my therapist and I told her the story. And she did get in to understand what exactly did you wanted. Did you want to have this strong relationship, to have this strong connection, or do you want to hang out? And when I was faced again with myself with that question, I was holding so tight because I didn't want to admit that what I wanted would be something that would put me apart from my partner, my current wife. And I just, after that call with my therapist, I was with the light into the shadow, to the part that I was lying to myself. It was so intense that I couldn't see otherwise. I noticed that I wasn't giving priority to my feelings and I was just trying to keep whatever was going for the comfort. of having the person. So right after the session ended, I grabbed my phone, I called her, and I told her, hey, remember that conversation that we had about just hanging out where you told me your intentions and I told that I was on board? Well, I was lying. This is not the real truth. After doing therapy, I figured out that I actually wanted a strong connection. I wanted to have a real relationship. She was so shocked and she started to cry and she was like, okay, so that's it. We are breaking up here. And yeah, we just ended the call. And after another day that we met in person, she changed her mind in a way that she was like, I understood that I actually wanted to be in a relationship, but I don't want to open myself to it because I'm afraid that I might mess it up. And whenever we brought up the light to the things that we were lying and we were not being really transparent and honest about ourselves, we were able to find that place where we could build the relationship and just get together until now we are married. So it was such a positive outcome about bringing a light to something that was a shadow, a lie, something that we were pretending. And that happens a lot in real. Oh, I'm not sure what is this noise now. I think it's an ambulance. I'm sorry, but let's wait. I live in a bigger city, so yeah, part of part of the thing. But yeah, coming back to the story, we just got such a gift about being honest and truth with ourselves and just opening up about something that we were pretending. And whenever you're meeting someone and just kind of trying to build a relationship, maybe you are falling in love with the person that your crush, we usually just pretend so much because we don't want to get hurt. We don't want to let the other person to see our true and vulnerable side. So we just create a little, I know, like a fake little side that is cool and is okay when we're not actually there. And ideally, being honest and truthful with our feelings can also open the other person or help the other person to find that truthful place as well. I see that with friendships because before I used to pretend a lot in friendships where I just wanted to please the other person whenever they invited me to something or wanted to hang out or whatever and I wasn't much in the mood. I would say yes, or I would just give a lot of excuses. And honestly, the true answer would be I'm tired. I don't want to go to this party that you're inviting me to. And I had a phase in my life where I used to pretend a lot in friendships. And now I have a new phase that for the past years, I've been striving to be super honest with my friends. And that kind of brought my friends to also be honest and transparent with me as well because they know that I was able to create that space so they can feel safe to be in that environment, that space without being judged. Because what is the fear with war pretending? Is being judged or people just not caring about you or leaving you alone. Is feeling like you are a failure and you never know because opening space for truth and transparency, it can be so liberating. It can bring you actually freedom. The freedom of being yourself and the freedom of standing with whatever you think is true without putting you in a position where you need to close yourself in a box just to be accepted. The freedom after pretending is so refreshing. It's actually something that brings you towards the life that you prefer the most. And it's just a small step that you give that after the little telling the truth, other steps kind of starts coming towards your way, bringing you more accordingly to the place you want to be. And the more I stopped pretending, when it started from the outside with work, with my relationships, the more I stopped pretending with myself. And finding the real story with yourself is so valuable because you're not going to fall into corner in places where life is not going to pressure you to take a decision. And it happens in plenty relationships where things are not going well, and it's time to be honest and truth about something you don't like and you don't prefer. And you might be super, super scared about what will be the result. I used to be really scared about being honest and transparent and truthful with work as well, whenever I was taking client projects or even on work with my supervisor and during meetings. And just being more honest and transparent, open to a place of more integrity. And I was even getting more respectful after that, because people knew that they could trust me, because I wouldn't just, I don't know, play around and lie. I would just take responsibility for things. So I don't know, if you're in a path in a life of pretending, it's time to bring light to that. Don't run away. Don't shy away from that, because there's so much greater things that will come. It can be really uncomfortable at first. It can be awkward and weird, being honest, but you're gonna find your jazz. You're gonna find your swing. Now I have a clear, comfortable, and peaceful way with me to say no to friends and situations that I don't want to be at. And I know also how to go back to myself, be, I don't know, kinder to myself, give space to myself to ask the real answer instead of giving a fake and quick one, just, I don't know, just for the person's happy place. Whenever a client comes up, or like a new project, a new opportunity, I stop, take a deep breath, ask myself if I want it before saying yes. And even if, like, at the moment I'm not really sure, I tell them, oh, I'm gonna give you an answer in the next business day, because that will allow me to create space to have that honest conversation with myself. Well, I hope this video will help you to walk towards a more truthful path, bring an abundant life, more peaceful life, and more aligned to the place that you actually want to go, towards your growth, your self-growth. And if you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe, share this video with a friend or your mother or any people that you might think about it that will benefit from that. And also, if you want to dive deep in this conversation, I'm gonna have available a link down below for a one-on-one closer approach conversation. Thank you for watching to the end, and see you in the next video.